Stacy here with Lyme AZ. So the last few days, I've been feeling a little worse, and my hands hurt. I don't want to use my hands too much, and my fingernails, I don't know if you can see them. See it, if you can see that discoloration. How do I focus on my fingernails instead of my face? I don't know. I'm a mess today, can you tell? Anyways, I don't know if you can tell by looking at my fingernails. But they're slightly discolored. They kind of have like this orangey tip, like what you would see on somebody who smokes a lot. I don't smoke, never have. And at first I thought it was thyroid related. Well, thyroid is now underway for getting better. I've been consistently on my medicine for just shy of a month. I think I've got like a day or two left on it. And then I found out that it could be lymphatic related, well, which makes sense being that I am not detoxing well. So now I keep looking at my fingernails as a gauge for, am I getting enough toxins out? I don't really know that that's a good guess, but it's the best guess I have. But being bedridden, I don't really have that many options. I have the sauna blanket and I have charcoal pills. That is about all. I might start doing, what is it called? Apple cider vinegar. I've heard good things about that. I haven't choked that down yet. I haven't tried it. But I very seriously might start doing that soon. But like the sauna blanket, I am running into a couple issues. One is it's hard for me to stay in one position for too long, and then the sauna blanket starts getting heavy and it just starts hurting my body. And two, that by the time I'm just starting to get warm and starting to sweat is when my body gives up. So a couple of days ago I tried heating the blanket up first, which seemed to work better. Also, my skin is doing something weird. I don't know if you've ever gotten a sunburn and then a couple of days later you see your skin kind of bubble up underneath the now dead skin, and you can pop bubbles over where the sunburn was. Well, my whole body seems to be doing that with the fluid underneath the skin. So I don't know if I'm actually detoxing well. I am sweating, so that's good. It doesn't seem like a lot of sweat, but it is sweating some. But I'm having these bubbles underneath my skin that I'm like, I don't know if this is bad. And I've been trying to pop the bubbles, but there's so many of them, and they're tiny, a lot smaller in comparison to what you would see with the sunburn. And so there's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these little itty bitty bubbles that have fluid in them from me sweating. So I don't know what to do about that. So I assume that my fingernails being this weird kind of tone is from not detoxing well. And so that's a little frustrating because I feel kind of like I'm caught in a catch-22. I can't do other stuff because I'm stuck in bed. I'm stuck in bed because I can't do the other stuff. So it's a little frustrating. I'm also bored out of my mind. I kicked myself off Facebook. I have stalked Facebook a couple of times and just scrolled but not interacted at all. Figure eventually I'll be able to get off Facebook completely if I don't interact. If I don't like anything, if I don't respond to anybody, and there's been a couple of times I've really wanted to respond. But I figure eventually it'll phase out of my life easier if I don't respond and I don't interact. And my goal is to be off of it for a year. Facebook is just not a good place for me to be. Anyways, but because of that, now I'm not doing Facebook. I'm mostly watching videos. And I also don't play games on my phone, so it's just videos, whether it's YouTube videos or Netflix videos or TV shows. I am so sick of it. I mean, like, seriously, so sick of it. And so today I find myself in a little bit of a, what is the term, persnickety mood. And I land on Maya Bialik's page, who I love. Most of the stuff I tend to agree with her on. I don't agree with her theologically. I do mostly, but not. There's a few things that I disagree with her theologically. And I don't agree with everything as far as her parenting goes, but I agree with most of it. And I think she's an incredibly smart woman and has a wonderful personality, from what I can tell so far. So I land on her page today where she's talking about building a sukkah for Sukkot, and I'm like, oh, that's neat. And I see that there's there's a whole bunch of likes for it, which I was one of them. But then there's like a handful of dislikes. I'm like, what could you dislike about this? There was nothing. I mean, she's building a sukkah. It's not like she's saying much of anything. It was just confusing. So I go looking through the comments. And I run across a couple comments, and I just, generally, I don't say anything. I'm non-combative. I don't like to get into it with people online. I am just in a stinkerish mood today, and I decided to respond in a stinkerish way to a couple of people, and I'm just like, what is my deal? Just bored. And I'm tired of being in bed, and I want to go for a walk. So, unfortunately, because I can't, I end up finding myself online and wanting to argue with people, I think. I think I'm like ready to go in for it for the day because I'm so tired of watching videos. Anyway, so not really much to this update, but that's about it. I'm in not a bad mood, but a persnickety mood, and I'm frustrated over the lack of ability to detox properly. And that's when I'm able to get help doing the sauna blanket. Unfortunately, it's heavy, so only my husband and my oldest can help me with it, and they're also busy frequently. So it's hit or miss whether I get help with it. Yeah. So now I'm rambling. Time to go. Have a good day.